Friends, I am Dr. Ghosh. Welcome to my channel, Dr. Ghosh Presents. Tissue salt therapy, part 14, Calcarea phos.4. If you are new to tissue salt therapy, viewing parts 1 to 6 is a must. Respiratory symptoms of Calcarea phos. Vomiting of viscid substance like albumin after long coughing. Chronic cough as if phthisis, that is tuberculosis, impending, just going to happen. Cough and fistula alternates. This is a very peculiar symptom, mind it. Cough and fistula alternate. You treat cough, fistula appears. You treat fistula, cough appears. Calcarea phos covers this symptom. For all types, weaknesses and torpidity of chest as an intermediate remedy. Whooping cough, chronic whooping cough, involuntary long expirations, dryness and ulcers of tuberculosis throat of tubercular patients, nocturnal sweat around scalp, cough of babies during dentition and of anemic patient, tendency to clear throat by constant hawking and hemming. The relevant pictures are given here. Mind this, these are the first vomiting respiratory symptoms. All the symptoms are very, very important, and if you minutely study this, you can get a lot of patients in the chamber saying the very words of this term, as if some patient will report, sir, this is my son, aged about 16 or 17 years old. He sits down idle and just expires long air involuntarily. Mind this symptom, involuntary long expiration. These are actually symptoms of great sadness or depression of mind. So if you go through the words, you will get this particular words from the lips of your patient's party. Extremities and back symptoms of Calcarea phos. Soreness and restlessness in legs and hands. They often go to sleep, that is, pins and needle sensation in the limbs. Better by movement. Pain deep in bones, mainly at night. Silicea also covers this symptom. Abscess and ulcers in bones and joints. Bone pain of syphilitics. Mind it, syphilitics means the person who is suffering from chronic syphilis. Syphilis is actually chronic disease. So chronic syphilitic patients, bone pain. Great remedy for ricket and bow leg. From left, first figure and second figure are these two figures rickets to leg difficulties of ricket patients. This is bow leg, crisscross leg. This is healthy leg. This is also ricket. Great remedy for ricket bow leg. Babies learn to walk late. Bone as if soft stick. Injury in coccyx bone. This is coccyx bone, tailbone or coccyx bone. This is spinal column, cervical vertebra, then thoracic, then lumbar, then sacral, then coccyx. The coccyx bones, there are 4 coccyx bones, and these are called tail bones. Rheumatic pain in between shoulders. Worse at night, at rest, better by movement. Worse at night, rest, better by movement. It is characteristic of Calcarea. Nerve symptoms of Calcarea phos. Neuralgic pain at night at different places. Crampy, spasmodic, convulsive pain which do not yield to MAC phos. You know this neuralgic pain, the best remedy we know, everybody knows it actually, MAC phos. But sometimes MAC phos do not respond. Then Calcarea phos is the answer. Because Calcarea phos is complementary to MAC phos. Spasms of babies during dentition of young boys, girls and aged persons. That is, spasms, not only babies, spasms of young boys, girls, aged persons, also covered by this Calcarea phos. Rheumatism along with paralysis, very peculiar symptom. Rheumatism along with paralysis. Cold limbs, numbness gradually coming up, as if electricity passing, as if cold water pouring on drop by drop. All troubles worse at night. This characteristic feature of Calcarea. Spasms neck, shoulder pain, back pain, pain like electric current passing, crampy pain. Skin symptoms of calcarea phos: albumin-like secretion from skin eruptions, acne with itching, full of fish. That is, acne, face is full of acne, itching without eruption, eczema with whitish yellow scab, severe itching within vagina of women with or without white discharge. Natramur also covers these symptoms. Skin with ulcers, scabby herpes or herpes of penis. The relevant pictures according to the description above are given. Please correlate. Fever symptoms of calcarea phos. Fever starts with chill and rigor. It is also covered by ferrum phos, this type of symptom. Along with profuse sweat. Night sweat of tubercular patients. Face, whole body flooded with cold, clammy sweat. This is a characteristic feature of tuberculosis. To cut short convalescent period of typhoid and other fevers, calcarea phos is used extensively. Mind this is a very important point. Sleep symptoms of calcarea phos: restless sleep, especially due to worms. Also, symptoms also covered by natrum phos. Heavy sleepiness in the morning as if nothing prevents him from going into sleep. Vivid dreams in sleep. Sleep symptoms of calcarea phos is continuing. Calcarea phos is a never-failing friend of young men suffering from loss of seminal fluid during sleep or masturbation. That is a very, very important symptom. Mind this line. 3x is most effective. Epilepsy from excessive self-abuse. Self-abuse means self-thing, masturbation. Loss of semen due to much strain during stool or urine. Natrum will also cover these symptoms. Children cry out at night. Constant stretching and yawning of babies is another very characteristic symptom of calcarea phos. Characteristic aggravation and amelioration of calcarea phos. Very, very important symptoms. By this aggravation and amelioration symptoms, you can practically select a medicine. All troubles aggravated in night, in cold, during change in weather, when drenched in rain, motion. Only rheumatic pain is better from motion. All other thing aggravated by motion. All suffering get worse when thinking of them. This is a very peculiar symptom. All sufferings are better from dry, warm weather or warm place, from lying still, taking rest. Affected places of rheumatism feel cold, numb, as if paralyzed. Life case. Baby Moninath, aged 4, used to get modern allopathic treatment since birth. Despite he grew gradually more and more sick and lately, let alone walking, he could not even stand steadily. Guardian came to consult Dr. Kaushik, an able homeo tissue salt therapist. Doctor noted that the child used to moan and groan always, got calm only when he was carried. His legs and arms were as thin as stick. Came to know on inquiry that he used to suffer from flatulence of abdomen at night. In morning used to purge profusely. Stool whitish, full of mucus, no appetite, mood whinny, aphthous ulcer in mouth, anus corroded. He collected from further that from birth onwards, child had been suffering from fever, cough and cold, abdominal disorders constantly. There were history of chronic dyspepsia, dysentery in the family also. Dr. Kaushik prescribed Calimue 12x 1 dose 1 grain and Calcarea phos 12x 2 doses each of 1 grain daily for 2 weeks. After 7 days, report came that Moni got a sea change in his mood and disposition. He was then calm and quiet child. Trying to play with toys so long left untouched. At the fag end of second week, Moni's father came to report that flatulence was almost gone. Stool got yellowish and semi-solid consistency. Dr. Kaushik repeated the same medicine for another fortnight. With the same medicines of increased potency, he continued treatment for 8 months. Meanwhile, Moni learned to stand, walk, play with his friends steadily. One cannot believe that was the same child Moni. See, this is the beauty of tissue salt. If you do not study a thing, you cannot get confidence that how much good and effective these simple medicines are. Please, if you really want to learn this, go deep into this medicine and you will understand what is what are their capacity. In many cases, they can very good compete with advanced medicines. Sometimes they can override them. With this, the video ends. Please, if you've got any problem, write in comment section. I will certainly respond. Thanks for listening and viewing.